Just post some on. I wish I had tape. I wish I had tape. Wish I had tape. That would make it easier. I need to do one of those trees there. Is this out or in? I don't want to go out. I want to stay in this community. The shopping center. We need to have trees that are exposed. I don't want trees. I gotta make sure the trees are exposed. They're gonna be seen by somebody. Here's one. I can do that one. And I'm sure they're probably already got people calling and tattling. I just want to let you know, if anybody calls the freaking cops, you're wasting law enforcement resources. And we will call you out. Hilarious. How you doing, officer? That's me. All right, I have a funny feeling this officer's coming to talk to me. It's pretty good, but I can tell you that they did tell me that there were people calling in because of my peppering. There was only one person as he was riding through that said I stepped on property. I did not. I told him where I posted. He goes, what did you do? And I said, well, I pull my car up, I stop, I get out, I go to the post, I post the sign, I get back at the car, go to the next post, get out, post the sign, get back in the car, go out. And he goes, so you didn't go in the prop? I said, no. I said, I went up to, I said, I barely was on, I stretched, like I would be on the, like foot on the public easement and post on the sign. And so that's what we did. And so I've got that on camera. And so no harm, no foul, right? People lied. I don't understand why people have to constantly be utilizing law enforcement resources that need to be out there searching because I'm posting flyers. You guys hear how stupid that is? And then you guys just wasted an hour of this man's time. It ain't gonna bother me. I'm done. That's exactly why I didn't go live with you guys. I can hit it and quit it. What are you gonna do now? I broke no laws, and here you are all calling law enforcement. Do you guys understand how stupid you are? I'm allowed to post flyers. There's a public easement on every property that goes up to the utility pole. I'm allowed to be in that grassy area. But idiots on here that don't know the law actually think that that's breaking the law. You guys are idiots. I'm allowed to post signs, these, on utility posts. What did we do? We posted signs on utility posts. And whatever person out there in that community, please go pull your camera and give it to law enforcement since you think I violated the law, so they can see me going on public easement. Please, that would be great. But no, I didn't get a ticket, didn't get a warning. He just wanted to talk to me. I told him exactly what was going on yet again. I told him how Illuminati and the Proudfoots are constantly harassing me and have me under surveillance. So that is now yet in another report. So if you guys want to keep going, go ahead. That's 3 reports now with their name in it because they won't leave me alone.
Oh, call me go.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. So he tells me Jonathan's, he says Texas Roadhouse and Jonathan's are pretty good. So there you have it. Bullhorn Betty's going to jail. 101. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be recording every damn thing. So you bitches can't call law on me no more. No more. Wasting law enforcement time. An hour of that man's time. It didn't take any hair off my bootay. But you guys wasted an hour of law enforcement's time. Anybody that's bragging about calling law enforcement, you guys need to dog the shit out of them for wasting taxpayer resources in a criminal investigation when they're searching for a little boy. They got them searching for Bullhorn Betty for posting some damn signs on post. Because these hate channels had to call little old bitches crying and whining. Can't believe Betty's out there. She's so mean. Yes, I am. Today was a long day. For those that are just joining in, the hate channels decided to call the law on Bullhorn Betty for literally posting missing and endangered missing flyers. This is what they called the law on me for posting these on posts. They literally called the law for me posting flyers today. Chris and Katie Proudfoot's army of criminals that are trying to thwart the search for this boy literally called the law. Had an officer waste his time to come here and counsel me on posting flyers. They said I was running through the yards of these community. I was in my car. I moved up. I posted a flyer. I moved up. I posted a flyer. I moved up. Hardly running through property. They lied to law enforcement yet again to try to have me arrested. Every community I go to. Do you guys see how evil these hate channels are? These criminal channels that help criminals? Every time you guys go watch their garbage, you're supporting them wasting law enforcement resources. Because let me tell you, it doesn't really matter. I'm Bullhorn Betty, okay? If I want to go and get a ticket, hell, I'll even go to this clink clink for some stupid bullshit when it comes to advocating for children. I will literally freaking chain myself to a post, have them cut the chains off me and drag my ass to jail and be processed within 24 hours if I so need to. I'm an advocate and an activist and covered by media when I cover these cases. The Constitution is where I derive my law. Hate channels. Calling law enforcement on Bullhorn Betty for posting flyers. I want that to sink into everybody. I want you guys to pass this around. I want you guys to tell them how disgusting and nasty and horrible and evil they are. You know who is causing all the threats in this community for people searching? Chris and Katie Proudfoots and their cohorts. That, my friend, is who is threatening the people of this community that come in. They threatened me. They threatened me. Oh, Terry Bsox. Oh, you wanna come around here? Oh, look at who it is. It's Terry Bsox. Look who just pulled up in the same QX80, coming up, taking my tag plate. Let's turn it around on his tag plate. Terry Bsox. Terry Bsox right there. Came up and decided to take my plate on. So you want to know who's harassing who out here? The proof is in the pudding. The Bowerstocks and the Proudfoots are the ones coming and harassing people. That right there, my friend, is Terry Bowerstocks. Came by and took a picture. Why are you taking my license plate?
Why are you filming me?
Because you came by and filmed me, Mr. Bowerstocks.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm in a public place.
Yes,
Why are you harassing me and following me?
Why
are you harassing me and following me when I'm conducting business?
How can I be following you when you're
You
behind
just were
me?
in the plaza. You've been following me,
I was
sir.
shopping
You
over
guys
there.
have been harassing me and threatening me for 2 days.
Prove it.
I am. Right here, sir.
Wait.
Right here, sir. I did just prove it, asshole. Better go through that fucking light. Fuck with me. I don't need violence. I will capture you on film. Prove it? There it is. Who's following? Who's stalking? Who's harassing? Who? The proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. Now you want to know who it is? I expose a lot of shit. It's the Proudfoots and the Bowerstocks harassing people, hunting them down like rabid animals. He was scared. He got caught with his pants down. I told you it was them. I told you, I told you, I told you. Told you so. Ugh. I am so angry right now. Holy shit. Now, you guys got yourself a lawsuit, Mr. Bowerstocks. You want to harass me? You want to stalk me? I'm putting a stop to that shit. Believe that. Believe that, Mr. Bowerstocks. Believe that. Literally stalking me, calling my, trust me, Tim Bailey's here in this shit. Somebody click that and send that to Sumner County. Seth, if you're still in here, you saw it with your own eyes. You want to know who's been harassing your searchers? You just seen it. You want to know why you can't get nobody out here to help you? You just seen it. You don't see me cowering away. You didn't see me in here. You want something to say to me, Mr. Bowerstocks? Say it to my face. I'm fishing, bitch. And you just was caught. You got on my little hook. Even when that officer was out there talking to me, he said, you know, you need to be careful. I said, sir, I'm fishing right now. And he's like, but I would be remiss not to tell you to be careful. I said, I'm fishing. I understand. Thank you for being my biggest fish. Dumb. You guys are so stupid. I already done told your son-in-law he didn't want to mess with me. I know what the hell I'm doing here. But you guys want to be stupid. You guys want to be stupid. You guys want to get the stupid prize. Okay. Betty will help you with that. Betty sure will help you with that. Idiots. Threatening my life and then literally showing up and trying to intimidate me. Terry, that was a bad decision. Bad decision, my friend, because you got some money. And people like me like to use the law to protect themselves.
All right, going back to this order and this explanation here, it says, she has approached my husband while he was driving my vehicle, posted my vehicle and photo of my license plate while inciting violence against my family. Okay, so let's break that down. She has approached my husband while he was driving my vehicle. I saw the video. We watched it in the last video, so I'm not going to play it again because we watched it in the last one. You can go back and see it there. It did not appear to me that she approached this man. It appeared to me that she was sitting parked in her car and he drove up behind her and then came next to her and she got out of the car and said, "Why are you following me?" And they had some words back and forth. That's how it appeared to me. It appeared to me that he sought out the contact with her. We all watched it together and that's what it looked like. So I don't know. I guess a judge will have to decide. Now, posting my vehicle and a photo of my license plate. First of all, your license plate, this always bothers me when people say that your license plate somehow, a picture of your license plate is like doxing. You can't, how do you find any information with someone's license plate? Unless you have access to a police database. You can't find jack shit with a license plate. Nothing. You can't find anything. So I don't know how that has anything to do with the price of rice in China. If it were illegal to take a picture of a car's license plate, then a lot of people would be in trouble for just taking pictures on the road and accidentally exposing people's license plates all over the place. Now this part, while inciting violence against my family. Well, if that's true, that is definitely a crime. You cannot incite violence. That's not covered by the First Amendment. But unfortunately, Ms. Bsox here does not put any evidence of this incitement to violence, not even a quote, doesn't say what the incitement was. It just says, while inciting violence against my family. She makes daily, sometimes multiple daily podcasts threatening to bring hell down, and it's continued, hell down on my family and extended members of my family. Okay, if that's a quote, bring hell down, that's not a threat of violence. That's an idiom. That's something people say. I don't know if she has said that. Now, I've listened to some of her streams, and I have not heard this with my own ears. I have also asked people because the comments on the last stream that I did, I got a lot from people who really dislike Bullhorn Betty, which again is your prerogative. You can dislike whoever you want. And they're telling me that she's made all these terroristic threats. So I've asked each of them, okay, well, if you can tell me timestamps and videos, because, she's got hundreds of hours of videos. One person could not possibly go through them all. You must have clips of this, right? So send it to me. And by the way, I have reached out, everybody who has said that, I've asked for them to send it to me. Send me the evidence. No one has sent me any evidence of any of this. I have not seen any evidence that she did any kind of threats. I haven't seen it yet. Now, if you have it, please do send it to me. You can reach out to me at, I'm interested to know. I mean, I would not defend anybody who made violent threats against the family of a missing kid. My email is meganfox.writer@protonmail.com. And while I may not think that her type of investigation is helpful to a missing persons case, let's say, maybe I would think it was overboard and, it's not something I would do. It's very important that we stay on the, what's important here is what is legal and what's illegal, what's protected by the First Amendment and what's not. That's what I care about. All right. It says she has an extensive criminal history with multiple instances of domestic violence in various states. Now, I don't know if this is true. It is disputed by Bullhorn Betty. She says it isn't true. But I will say that I think in her evidentiary hearing, I don't think that can come in, even if it is true, because it has to be about what's happening in this case. It might make a difference in the ex parte hearing, but I don't think it makes a difference in the evidentiary part because that would be prior bad acts, right? Which may not have anything to do with this particular case and what's happening in this case. Do you guys know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? But of course, this is disputed. This is disputed by her. All right, moving on. A lot of you are like, Bullhorn Betty is crazy. Wait, where was it? Here it is. Maybe, but that's not what this is about. This is not about whether or not you think that she's crazy or that she's over the top or she's too aggressive, or that's not what this is about. This is about, is it legal to arrest a YouTuber claiming harassment for these things specifically that are being mentioned. Now, if she did incite violence, if there was an incitement to violence, if she's asking anybody to go and commit violence, that is definitely against the law. And we'll see, they'll probably lock her up for it if that's the case. But so far, I have not seen anything. I've not seen that evidence. Yeah, and I'm starting to think this too. Christy Ree says most people hate her personality, so they just want her to be wrong. And I'm starting to think that, yeah, she rubs some people the wrong way. And it's just like Aiden Carney. Many of you, when I first started talking about Aiden's case, were like, don't talk to him. Whenever people say that to me, don't talk to him. Don't go and, this guy's nuts. It always backfires because then I'm like, why don't people want me to talk to this person? So I need to find out for myself. I need to figure it out for myself. And what I found out in Aiden's case is that he is being completely railroaded by the corrupt cops in Canton. Obviously, the judicial system in Canton is insane. All right. And a lot of people don't like Aiden Carney, and he gets a lot of hate and stuff, but that doesn't mean what he does isn't protected by law. So, okay. Let's move on. She has threatened to purchase a gun here in Tennessee and bring that gun to my home in order to get answers. And that's in quotation. Okay. So that's something that could definitely be considered harassment if that happened. So if anybody has evidence of that, you should. Oh, I do hang a sign on the door, M169. They totally ignore it. They don't care. They don't care. School cannot start fast enough. It starts tomorrow. She follows cars that meet the description of mine until she confirms that it isn't me. Hold on. Let me get this straight. Someone follows cars that look like yours that aren't yours. And that's harassment? No, come on. That's just crazy. That can't be real. That's not something that someone got a restraining order over. A person following cars that look like hers. How does she know this? Is she following her around, watching her follow other cars that look like hers around? I don't understand this. She claims that the police departments cannot stop her and she will continue until she gets the truth. Well, I think now I have heard Betty talk about police corruption in this area. She thinks she's criticized the police a lot in this county. She has said that she believes the police have not done a good job in this case. And she has the stream I saw, she had some very good points. If it's true that the police did not take fingerprints, they did not treat the house like a crime scene, they didn't treat Sebastian's room like a crime scene, and they didn't do any forensic testing, then I would agree with her, if that's true, that the cops did a bad job. And I think what she meant by saying that the police can't stop her, they can't stop her from criticizing them. Although it is starting to look like they want to stop her from criticizing them. And she will continue until she gets the truth. Well, there's nothing illegal about her continuing to look into this case, talk about the case. There's nothing, that's not a threat. But how can it be a threat to get to the truth? She has stated that the property located at the rear of my home is where she is coming to next. So the property you don't own, not your property. She says she's going to go to the property located at the rear of your home. Well, if she has permission from that property owner, then she could be there. That is not, I don't think that's a threat of anything. I mean, when Nancy Grace does it, does anyone file a harassment against her? When Geraldo Rivera does it, does anyone file harassment against him? When 2020, runs after people down the sidewalk, no one files orders of harassment against them. She is very detailed in the information of my home and its location and entrance and exit doors. Okay, well, that's public information. That's on Google Earth. It's on probably Zillow. It's everywhere. So that's just public information. Anyone could have detailed information of the home, and the home is now part of the investigation of this public case. There's nothing wrong with her knowing the layout of the home and the exit doors, because the reason why she's talking about that is trying to figure out which door Sebastian may have left out of, right? And I did hear some of her broadcast about that. There's a whole argument about which door and how he could have left the house. She claims to be protected by her connections so much that she previously threatened to cut up and leave someone on the side of the road. Okay, again, if this was about somebody else, this is not about you. So this is not a threat directed to you. And I don't know if that can be used. I don't know if it was a tongue in cheek. I don't even know if it was said, because nothing's attached here as a, showing that actually happened. So again, that'll have to wait for the evidentiary hearing. This affects myself, my husband, my business, my grandchildren, my neighbors, and their minor children as well. I believe that. I believe that the attention on this case, this is the family of a missing kid. He's been missing for 6 months. I believe that they are negatively affected by all the attention. I'm sure that they would be negatively affected by court TV, negatively affected by any of this stuff, especially because when you have a missing child, lots of people jump to the conclusion that you had something to do with it when the child is not found, because a lot of times that's the case. Now, that's just something that people who are in this situation end up having to put up with. I mean, look at Maddie McCann's. Deirdre Hodges says she accused the parents of unaliving their son. Yeah, it appears she does believe they're involved in the disappearance of their kid, but that is an opinion. She has the right to an opinion. Now, if she's accused them of a crime that they did not commit, they have the right to take her to court. Not criminal court, though. It's civil. So my argument is this order of harassment is not the right venue. It's not the right venue for the things they're claiming that she did. Well, some of them, I mean, we'll see if she actually did it or not, is the thing. Okay. So that was M. Bsox. Now we have T. Bsox, the grandfather's petition. So this is the grandfather's story. And all of these orders of protection, by the way, were granted by the court. All right, here we go. This is why did that skip down again? I was at the right spot, and then it just it went away. Where did it go? Publicly and physically approached me in my car, live streaming with cell phone, accusing me of stalking her and threatening my arrest. Well, we saw the video, and to me, it looked like he approached her, that he was seeking out the contact. Well, here's the thing, Demon Chihuahua, if he was there in the shopping center before she got there and then he came out, he still approached her. Did he have to do that, or could he have gotten in his car and driven away? She was stopped on the side of the road. So why did he approach her and seek out the contact? Public online threats of violence to my family, grandchildren, and our homes. And I would like to see what those online threats of violence are, because they keep claiming that there are threats of violence, but we don't see the actual threats of violence. Now, like I said, if there are threats of violence and somebody shows them to me, I'm going to agree with Mr. Bsox that this was the right thing to do by filing the harassment order. But I haven't been able to find any. That doesn't mean they're not out there. It just means I haven't been able to find them. So if you guys know where they are and you can point them to me, the public online threats of violence, please send them to me. Goes online, her webpage, and incites others to create mayhem in our lives and our family. What is mayhem? Because she can go online, she can talk about this case. She can talk to others about this case. I need to know, what is this mayhem? And then it says again, encourages violence. These are the things I haven't seen evidence of yet. I have not seen threats of violence. I have seen her say that she will hold them legally accountable, as in like she might sue them for damages if she feels she's being harassed. So that is not a threat of violence. You can threaten to sue someone. That's not illegal. It might not be very nice, posting pictures of our home and address online. Well, I hate to tell you this, but your home is already online on Google Earth and probably Zillow, and your address is not private either. There's a lot of places that you can find your address online. All right. When and where did this happen? Specific approach 62524 Sam's Club parking lot of exit to Indian Lake Road was recorded on her live feed. Numerous online threats over several months. Now, notice how he only has the date of the one thing at Sam's Club, but the when and where of the numerous other threats, he doesn't have dates or times or examples. So that's unfortunate. If I'm the judge, I'm like, well, I need to see it. I need to see the examples. Where are they?